And these lights the splice box sits up high, and the light fixture sits down here. That's why we drilled out the larger diameter hole. And we won't connect this to the wall, because down the road, years from now, if there's a failure, we got to be able to get this out the hole so we can fix it and tuck it back in. So that's why there's no connection there. That's just going to float in there for now, and then when the siding comes on, it will just hold it where it belongs. That way, if we had to get it out, we could get it out years and years down the road. Anything, you change your light out, but if something happened to that little transformer in there, you want to be able to get this back out the hole. That's why we don't try to lock it down, and we have a long enough whip that we can get it back out of there if we had to work on it. All right, guys, that's it. Hey, guys. Hey, this is a quick share if anyone's trying to work with some of this UFB wire. It's a little bit different than Romex, and I don't know, just that's how I do it, and I'll share how I do it with you if you're looking for some ideas. But all these are wired down in series, and now we're on the last one. So anyways, I can show you how I do it if I can set this up in a good spot. Let me see. Trying to get you zoomed in. So now you know that there's a black and a white and a ground in the middle. So this is 14 gauge, and this coating on the outside is softer than the insulation wire on the inside, but still you don't want to cut it. So what I do is I'm giving it about 4 inches, or 5, no more than that, and then I just give it a little slice down the center, flip it, little slice down the center, and then what I do is I separate the wire, and I make sure that the ground's out of the way, and I just push the ground back. And I use these. I use my lineman's pliers, but I don't mind just using this either. So the first hole is for 10 gauge. This is 14. So all I do is just give it a little bop right there, and then that just pulls right off because it's very soft and it's not hurting the wire at all. I'm not even coming close, but to cutting anything there. So then I just give it a little bop, and then just a little twist and pull. And then while I'm out here separated, I come here, and it's the third one down is 14, and I give it about a 1/2 inch, okay? About a 1/2, right? And now your clamp. You can use the push ones if you want. These I had, so anyways, then I back these out. When I'm doing 2 wires, I back them almost all the way out, but this is just 1 wire, so back them out, make it easier for yourself. All right? See? And I let the insulation stick even with the edge of the threaded part. And I clamp it flat to the wire. Now the single wire, you clamp it all the way down. The doubles, don't try it, because you could squish a wire to the point where you cut the insulation. I just pretty much, almost all the way for those. And now these, I get these out of the way, and I've been knocking out the hinge side because it just works better for the way I'm tucking the wire. So I just get in there, and just like you're gonna tighten or loosen something, just twist it. And then this one I bend, so when I get in there, I can come right in like that. And then these have a taper to them. Even the little nip edges are tapered and the sharp edge, the grabbing edge is there. So I always put it like that so I could tighten it up, or if I need to loosen it, I put the smaller diameter inwards. But you can do it however you want to do it. I don't know if there's an exact science to that, but I mean, it's kind of a tight little area to get in once you start thread it by hand. My fingers don't work like they used to. But just get the ring on there. Tighten it by hand. Now on the back, I'll let it be twisted that way because I'm going to finish tightening it by twisting it. And I'll just get the screwdriver. You can even push it up against something if you want to, so you can get at least a little bit of stability to it, and then just spin it. Tighten it up like that. And then I sometimes come here with the pliers, and when you rotate it this way, it tightens itself. There. Now these I get out of the way. I separate these. I start with the ground. Then you just plug it in. Push down, and then make sure you visually inspect that it's bottomed out. And that just folds down and in. Push it way down into the bottom. And then I go to the neutral. And just make sure you visually inspect that they're locked in there. See, it's all the way down to the top. That just folds in. And I push it all the way down. And then there's your last one. See it? Keep the wires tucked in because that'll stop the cover from trying to flip open. And that's it. Snap it shut. And then I'll just, I'm going to tuck it up out of the way because this particular light's going to be down here, in line here. So let me see if I can get this in a better spot. I'm at the top of the stair. There wasn't too much room to work here, to be honest. But let me see if I can just roll this into a good position so I can have it up out of the way. It's just I'm in a funny area. So the light will come down in this area. There's plenty of room and there's enough width. So that works. Okay guys, that's it. That's your little in series low voltage LED lights, and this power supply is regular 110, 115, and this drops it down to I think 24 volts or range between 20 to 40 because they're dimmable. And that's it. We come in with our siding, drill our hole in our location, and then we make sure we pull the whip through, and then we can come in later and then here's the fixture. It's a gimbal. So what we can do is drill out this hole in the aluminum right about there, because it's in line centered on that metal edge of the rise. Remember now, we got cedar coming in here to fill in, and that goes back to there and builds up here, but rubber goes first to seal these stairs to the weather, because this is all outside. And these are rated for a wet location, so that goes there, right? And then here's the gimbal, and we'll probably end up modifying this slightly. We'll put like a half a hood on top of that so the light's not splashing, but then we can direct it down at the stair, and that will sit right in there like that. get a good seal up against the aluminum so water's not getting in there. And notice that the splice box is up above the weather. If it was down below, water got in there, it could get in there. So we keep it up higher, out of the way, in a safer spot. And then the fixture itself is down at the low area in case, you know, water blew behind that or whatever. All right, guys, that's it. We'll share as we make more. So, but that's it for your little LED sconce lights in the stairwell. Okay, guys, so this is access to that stairwell. There'll be a deck out there. So the light switch is right here at the doorway, and it's one of these touch switches where you can just slide your hand up. I'll show you. Slide it down to dim. See it? Well, that's it. They're all set now. We're gonna get back on the siding.